Well, it's had a number of names over the millennia. Of course, Venus is the brightest object in the night sky, apart from the moon, of course. So it's well known to everybody, even if they don't think about it as a planet. We call it the evening star, or the morning star, depending on when we look. At the moment, it's the morning star. It depends where it is on its orbit. If it rises before the sun, then it's the morning star. As recently as the very early primitive people all had different names for it. They usually thought it was a god, and they gave it a godlike name. Of course, Venus is a god, a goddess. They all had different names for it. Even the ancient Greeks, who of course were quite sophisticated in astronomy, didn't realize that the morning star and the evening star were the same thing, just in a different position in its orbit. So they had separate names for it. They called it Hesperos in the morning and Phosphoros in the evening. So it was the Romans who named it Venus, after the goddess of love, because it was pure and brilliant and white and gorgeous. And we've adopted that. Well, I've got quite a long history with Cambridge University Press. This is my 12th book, I think. My very first book was with Cambridge University Press, and that was written in the 1970s. And it was a book called The Cambridge Photographic Atlas of the Planets, which I wrote with a chap called Jeffrey Briggs, who was actually the head of planetary science at NASA at the time. There were a lot of exciting new pictures coming in from places like Jupiter and Mars. So it was a coffee table book with lots of pictures, and we wrote some text to go with the pictures so that people could understand what they were looking at. And it was a great success. It's the most successful book I've ever had, actually, my first one, in terms of sales. So that encouraged me as an author, and I enjoyed the whole experience. So I've been back to CUP, I think, 4 times now. CUP published my last book about Mars, and the new book about Venus is a companion to that, so it's very natural to be here.